Phoenix felt a chill in the air of the vault that was more than cold.
Ah, sorry, that's my new cologne. It's by Boreas, the North Wind.
I know! He's my cousin!
Oh, and he didn't even hook you up. Ice cold.
The air moves so strangely. I wonder if I could use that to help me get around. It looks like I can change the wind's direction.
Mother, no! I can change! I'll be the son you want!
Just as you had packaged the torments of the world to so kindly give to humanity, Phoenix would trap Hephaistos' torments inside Pandora's box. His suffering, his tortured inspirations.
My kid's an artist. What can I say?
From that flame, the malice inflicted upon Hephaistos emerged.
Malice? What malice? Hephaistos had it easy.
Well, you threw him off Mount Olympus, his mother rejected him, the gods mocked him, no one invited him to dinner, or if they did, they changed plans at the last minute.
I'm busy, Prometheus. It happens.
Forget your quest! Walk unburdened! Let Typhon take us. Undo the cruelty we have wreaked. I will live in the flame, and it will not consume me. Ares! How could you? I trusted you! Serapis! Brontes! I trusted you!
darkest emotion that plagued Hephaistos was trapped safely again in Pandora's box.
Strife? So his wife doesn't love him and he was forced into exile for years. That's not so bad.
I'm married to Hera.
Take my past. Set me free. I will always be the disfigured god.
Despair emerged from the illuminated flame, and Phoenix was quick to return it to Pandora's box.
The forges are lit. The air should be strong enough to carry me up now.
Look at Hephaistos. Someone like him, he should have just settled. He's the one who held Hera hostage, demanding Aphrodite's hand. I knew she would never touch him. She would be safe and unavailable. It was perfect, so I agreed. He brought despair on himself.
Its heft was heavy, as was Phoenix's worry. By retrieving these dark memories and returning them to Hephaistos, was she dooming him to misery? The question haunted her as she continued.
Mother! Father! Please stop! I'll behave! I promise! Please, Aphrodite. Just talk to me.
cold all of a sudden. I almost feel sad.
Vengeance seethed, as did the rage that comes with it. You see, for every misdeed you put upon him, Hephaistos let his rage burn, channeling it into a force for good. His many creations.
Life was never going to be easy for the boy. I was trying to make him strong.
I didn't realize how much I hurt him.
Malice, strife, despair, and vengeance merged, and together became Hephaistos' locked-away essence made whole.
Hephaistos! I'm back! And I have your essence! Hephaistos?
Phoenix hoped Hephaistos was at the Hall of the Gods.
Yes, gigantic lady?
I say this is all over. We commission you to restore the golden eye to its former glory. A bit more painting.
Another appreciator? Things are really coming up mean lately.
Cheap, hideous art splayed across the once beautiful land. I shall call the project Get Rid of My Husband. GRONH for short. I'm still working on the name. You have to come up with something short and snappy that people can chant.
You're here! When I came out of the vault, I thought something happened.
Something's always happening.
Something bad. How did you get here?
I might have helped. You made my winged helmet and sandals. I saved you and brought you here. So, you know, we're even.
He thinks we met before. Just play it off. Yes! Your sandals! I'm glad you like your sandals!
Oh, I tried. Did you find his essence?
You sure you're ready for this?
Nothing bad has ever happened ever. Why would it start now?
Father of invention, lend me your sword, your spear, your arrow. Transform the darkness to light our way.
Welcome back, old friend.
You okay, big guy?
I remember everything.
Give it time. There's one thing I still don't understand. With no memory, how did you leave clues leading to Typhon's vault?
Not Typhon's. Mine. I suffered so long, I was so tired. Before Typhon came, I used Pandora's box many times to trap my inner torments in that vault. I had a system. I created the clues so I could find my way back. Typhon found me defenseless. I let that monster turn me into one of my automatons. I even enjoyed it.
Because automatons feel nothing at all. But your clues, you should have been able to retrieve your own essence.
Steropis and Brontes, my assistants, double-crossed me. They took the first clue, the one directing me to light the forge fires, and burned it.
No, there's nothing more evil than irony.
In doing so, they made sure my prison was permanent.
I know those names. Each is a legendary Cyclops. If I find them, I will make sure they pay for what they did.
Good. They stole armor I'd been forging. Consider it yours. And, speaking of payment, I at least owe this much. You're going to need it for what we must do next. We're going to steal something.
Oh, yes!
To protect hope from the clumsiness and sorrow of mortals, Zeus hid its fragile form somewhere near my forge. There, behind the locked door, hope waits. We must release it.
If we're talking heist, I'm interested.
I hid the key in the northeast of the Forge Lands, in a shrine.
Let me guess. Under the mat? The best place to hide something.
But even if I can steal the key and find the hidden chamber near the forge, how do we release Hope?
Together. That box is now ready for its task. May the light of 1,000 forges guide your way. Well, I'm here. In a temple dedicated to the gods who don't like me.
They just don't understand you. Talk to them. They'll get the crafty inventor angle in no time.
Hermes is right. Just be yourself.
Don't do that. Keep that for your art. What kind of advice is that? You want him to end up on a neighborhood watch list?
Your wife is a lovely woman, for the most part.
She wouldn't want you calling her that.
Lovely?
My wife.
Having Athena fight with us against Typhon will be a great help, don't you think?
A decisive goddess like her never lets feelings get to her. She'll be level-headed.
Emotions aren't all bad, Hephaistos.
I know. I just have so many. And she seems to have so few. And they're under control. She's Zeus's favorite for a reason. The fact that she hasn't cried on his ropes is probably a plus.
He's got a point.
Have you been handling animals for Aphrodite?
How did you know?
You smell of fur. She always smelled like that when she forgot to scent herself with rosé.
Oh, I know what to get her for her birthday now. No one else gets her perfume.
I'm talking about the wine that she drinks. To tolerate my presence, she says.
Big guy's having a hard time today.
Aphrodite's back to her old self. Sorry, Hephaistos.
I'm staring my inadequacy right in the face.
Want me to blindfold you? I have one close by for reasons.
Good to see Athena back to her old self. You know, I gave birth to her.
If by gave birth, you mean split Zeus's head open with an axe, then yes.
It was so easy. No complications. I would totally do it again in a heartbeat.
Better make sure they lock up the axes.
I'm here selling, if you're buying.
Beep, boop, beep, error.
Got you.
There were charming aspects to being an automaton, like pretending I was an inanimate object in awkward situations. I've regained my memory, but still can't remember my mother's birthday for the life of me. There were charming aspects to being an automaton, like pretending I was an inanimate object in awkward situations.